And because of that, what happens? Tad bhedat. Because of the differences, because of the plurality in the adhyastha prapancha, the adhishtanam, I also seem to be pluralistic. Because of the differences among the adhyastha shariram, I, the adhishtanam, also happen to be, appear to be different from others. So that means the first superimposition is what? The upadhi has got duality. Similarly, here also I become dualistic. That means other than me, there are so many people to compare with. And then having created the division, then I go on talking about the differences that he will talk about later. Jati bheda, varna bheda, kula bheda, and linga bheda. Aham purushaha, saha sastri. All these differences come. Therefore he says, tad bhedat bhinnavad bhati. Tad bhedadana upadhi bhedat bhinnavad bhati kaha aham paramatma. Bhinnaha means what? Divided. The undivided I seemingly appear as divided I. The division in the form of pramatru, pramana, prameya bhedaha, kartru, karma, karana bhedaha, all these bhedas in what? Na antah prajnam, na bahish prajnam, na ubhayatah prajnam, shantam, shivam, advaitam, chaturtham, turiye, mayi, etas sarvam bhati. And tan nashe sati kevalo bhavet. Once the upadhis are gone. So once the upadhis are gone, nashe sati, upadhi nashe sati, then what will I become? Kevalaha bhavet. So in the beginning also we saw tannashe sati kevalaha. Here tannashe kevalo bhavet. Okay. But here we should carefully understand this. Tannashe kevalo bhavet, if you take literally, you will get into problem. Because of the bodies alone, we are all divided. Therefore, to remove the division, what should you do? Upadhi nasha, and therefore I have to destroy every one of you. Viduvela ninga minnala onna pannikko nuduvenga. First you destroy yourself. Remember, therefore atra upadhi nashaha should not be taken literally. And remember, it is impossible also. Because if I have to destroy everyone, how many jivarashis are Maya? And fortunately, we need not destroy. Then what we have to destroy? Remove the avarana shakti of Maya, which causes the confusion. And once the avarana shakti is removed, what will happen? I had given reality to the body. That reality I will no more give. Therefore, upadhi nasho nama upadhau satyatva buddhi nashaha. Upadhi nasho nama onnume panna vanda. Inga konjam change panna par. Vishnu change panna par. In Vedanta, how do you destroy a pot? Normally, how do you destroy a pot? Kondu vandanoru tondi. Kutadi kutadi potudai tandi. You have to dance and break it. In Vedanta, the ghata is vittighatyaha. One author uses the word vittighatyaha, means jnananashyaha. You destroy the pot just by seeing the content. you understand there is no pot other than clay, pot is gone. Pot has been reduced to mere name and form. This is called the Shiva destroying the Tripuram, Upadhi Trayam. Shiva destroying the Tripuram by the Jnana Drishti. Similarly here also, remove the Avarana Shakti, Upadhis will be there and it will be Mithya, and Mithya Upadhi cannot create division. And if at all Mithya Upadhi creates division, what division it will be? Mithya division. You don't require a PhD for that. Mithya Upadhi creates Mithya division. Mithya division cannot disturb Satya Advaitam. Therefore, Upadhi Nasho Nama Jnanam Eva. Nanna Purindigarudan Upadhi Nasham. So, Tannashiri Jnanat Satyatva Buddhi Nivruttau Satyam. Kevalaha Bhavet. I become Kevalaha. World will continue. Upadhis will continue. Still I will say Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Aham Brahmaiva Naparaha. Jivaha Nahandanavya. Aham Brahmaiva Naparaha. And to reveal this, reveal what? The Upadhis do not divide me. To reveal this, he gives an example. So I have told you, every sloka has got one example. Pona slokathila hatake katakadivate, adukku minnaltha slokathila budbudaniva varini, inge enna sollaporar? Yatha akashaha. Kidrisaha akashaha vibhuhu. Vibhuhuna vyapakaha. Just as all-pervading akasha cannot be divided by any number of pots or even walls. Nethi pathale Shuvaridai Velipol. Namarada. So Shuvarikku idaye irukkum velina akasham akayam. Tamil akayam sollanum. So, Shivarukku idaye irukkum ஆகாயமானது குன்றியது போல் எப்படி தோன்றுமோ, ஆனால் குன்றாமல் பூன்ற முக்தனாக பூர்ண முக்தனாக இருக்குமோ அதுபோல் அர்த்தம். ரைட். ஓகே ஓகே. கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் தமிழ். சாமிஜியோட சங்கம். ஓகே. Therefore, yatha akashaha parichinnaha iva bhati yatharthataha na parichinnaha purnaha eva तथा उपाधि भेदात अहम भिन्नो न भवामि इत्यर्थः. कंटिन्यूइंग. नानोपाधिवशादेव जाति वर्णाश्रमादयः आत्मन्यारोपितास्तो ये रसवर्णादि भेदवत्. Now he gives details of adhyasa. In the previous sloka, general statement, the sharira dharmaha sharirini mayi kshetragne adhyastaha. Generally it was said, the bodily attributes are taken unto myself. Now how many varieties of attributes are there? He gives. What are they? Jati. Jati means aham brahmanaha. Abhimanam. Some people have abhimanam with qualifications. Many people have abhimanam without qualification. That is a tragedy. Gayatri kuda urupadiya theriyama. Therefore, jati abhimanam. Jati means janma. Then varna abhimanam. In some books it is nama, they have put jati nama. Nama abhimanam. Or varna. Varna means again Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So since Varna has been taken as Brahmana Kshatriya, Jati can be taken as the birth. Kulam edutukalam. Otherwise it will be repetition. Jati means the kulam. That is, I belong to Uttama Kulaha, I belong to Madhyama Kula, and he is low by birth, etc. Literally, Jati means Janma Nartham. So, Janmathanal Oshatti Thalthi Sollalade. Then Varna, Chaturvarnyam. Then Ashrama. That is Brahmachari, Grihastha, Adayaha. Then education. Then Dhanam, Aham, Dhani, Tvam Nirdhanaha, Ityadi. All these divisions, the status symbol, all of them come. All are not in Atma at all. Because I am Jati, Niti, Kula, Gotra, Duragam, Nama, Rupa, Gunadosha, Varjitam, Desha, Kala, Vishayadi, Vastu, Yate, Brahma Tattvamasi, Bhavayatmani. I am Atitam of all of them, but Nana Upadhi Vashat, because of the Upadhi. Jati Varnashramaadayaha Atmani Aropita. They are all superimposed upon me, the Atman. This is the idea. Now an example is given. What is that? Toye rasa varnadi bhedavat. Toyam. Toyam means what? Water. What is the color of the water? It is colorless. Even though water is swabhavataha free from all the colors, and not only color rahitam, not only free from color, it is also free from taste. It doesn't have any particular taste. But that water, when it comes in bottles, isn't it? It has got varieties of colors. They are all not the colors of the water. Even though they appear in water, they belong to some upadhi that is there in water. Upadhi means some other liquids have been added, some other permitted colors. So permitted things, flavors, colors and other things have been added. And therefore it has got a color. And it has got different taste also. And they are all what? Adhyastam, due to what? Upadhi. So, yatha toye rasavarnadi bhedaha nana upadhi vashad adhyastaha evam atmani jati varnadi bhedaha nana upadhi vashad adhyastaha ityanmayaha. Continuing. Panchīkrita mahabhūta sambhavam karma sanchitam shariram sukha dukkhanam bhoga yatana muchyate. So in the previous shloka he said, Nana upadhi vashat. Nana means what? Variety. Different. And different sonna unnukku mele endahanam. There must be more than one. And therefore here in the following shlokas he enumerates the upadhis of the Atma. I am not translating the word upadhi because we cannot have a proper translation. In English books they write adjunct, but that is tougher than the word upadhi. A-D-J-U-N-C-T, adjunct. So that would be better. And even then it means only something nearby. Upadhi has got a technical connotation. Not only it must be nearby, it must transfer the attribute. 3 points you should note in upadhi. It should be samipe. The second is it should transfer the attributes. Adum porade. The transfer must be false. See, suppose you are sitting On the carpet there is some alukku, something is there. Some So suppose here there is some aluk oil or something is there. And you sit and your white dress gets that particular thing. That color is transferred really or apparently? Really. Ungalukku theriyum wash pandrathe kashtam. Or though be, whoever it may be. So therefore there the transfer is real. Therefore removal also requires effort. But remember, when the color of the flower is transferred to the crystal, you need not take the crystal and wash it because the transfer is apparent. Thus the transfer is twofold. Vastavika tadatmyam, adhyasika tadatmyam, renda pirikirana. Here the transfer is what? Adhyasika samsargaha, vastavika samsargaha. Samsargaha na transference. Appo upadi na moonu condition nyabam vechungo. Very important. One is, it must be near. Near what? Upahitam. The second is, it should transfer the attributes to what? Upahitam. And the third is, that transference should be false, apparent. Only when all these three conditions are fulfilled, you can use the word upadhi. And in that sense only, I am going to use the word upadhi. I will not translate hereafter. Therefore, nana upadhi are going to be enumerated. What are they? Sthula sharira upadhi, sukshma sharira upadhi, karana sharira upadhi. These are the three upadhis which he enumerates in these three shlokas. 12th shloka talks about Sthula Shariram, 13th shloka Sukshma Shariram, 14th shloka Karana Shariram. According to our book, you take care of in your book, Ramakrishna Mission people. So Sthula Shariram is defined here, Panchikrita Mahabhuta Sambhavam. I am not going to Panchikaranam business again. Okay, I know you all remember. I am not going to even doubt. I know you all remember. Therefore, Panchikrita Mahabhuta means the 5 grossified elements. Because first, the 5 elements are born in a subtle manner, and later they get grossified. And therefore, here we are referring to them as Panchikrita Mahabhutam. It is sufficient if you understand as the 5 great grossified elements. What are the elements? Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apah, Prithvi. That is the space, air, fire, water and air. And out of these 5 grossified elements is born this Shariram, Sthula Shariram. Therefore, Mahabhuta Sambhavam. It's born out of. Okay. If all the bodies are born out of the same 5 elements, why they are different? Illa ore madri irukka vendiyadane. Karma sanchitam. It has been assembled. Assembly different. The assembly difference alone is there, and this difference is because of what? Karma sanchitam, which has been acquired due to the past karma. Inge sanchitamna assembled in artham, not sanchita karma angra artham illa. Ena sharirathukku visheshanam idu, not karma ku visheshanam. Therefore, karmana or karmabhihi sanchitam, assembled. And Sukha Dukkhanam Bhoga Ayatanam, which is the abode remaining in which the Jiva experiences pleasures and pains. So Ayatanam means abode, tenement, rented house. Because the moment we enter this world, we require the tenement, just like the moment we come to Sri Sailam, first enna? Bassulenda enna? Bhogayatanam. Chala roomla pipe irukkum, chala roomla valak irukkum, chala roomla odanju irukkum, idella bhogayatanam. Enna karma. So therefore, the first so I am the Ishvara determining all your karma. So therefore, the first job is what? Give the room number, Bhoga Ayatanam. Adukapparam some people Sukham, some people not so. Ange idella irukkum. Onnu panna vali illa. So therefore, Sukha Dukkhanam Bhoga Ayatanam Shariram Uchyate. So Shariram Uchyate. So this body is said to be Bhoga Ayatanam. Shariram is the subject. Bhogayatanam Uchyate is the verb. The other two are adjectives. So Idrisham Shariram Bhogayatanam Uchyate. Then you have to add an additional sentence. This is the first upadhi of Atma. This is the description of upadhi. That was why suddenly Shariram. Shariram tu Sthula Shariram Prathama Upadhi. Next. Pancha Prana Mano Buddhi Dachendriya Samanvitam Apanchīkrita Bhūtotham Sukshmangam Bhoga Sadhanam. All simple. Sukshmangam, Angam na Shariram. Sukshmangam na Sukshma Shariram Bhoga Sadhanam. Sadhanam na instrument. Sadhyate, Prapyate, Sukha Dukkha Bhogaha Anena iti Sadhanam. Sula Shariram gradu Bhoga Ayatanam. Sukshma Shariram gradu Bhoga Sadhanam. So in Tattva Bodha it was all in prose form. Here it is in nice poetry form. Easy to by heart, get by heart. So Sukshma Shariram is Bhoga Sadhanam, instrument of experiencing pleasure and pain. And what is the nature of Sukshma Shariram? All other words are adjectives, explanation of Sukshma Shariram. It contains 17 parts, Pancha Prana, Mano Buddhi, Dashendriya Samanvitam. So how they can convert prose into poetry is in a nice form. Pancha Prana means, you know the 5 pranas, Pranopana Vyana Udana Samana, 5. Mano Buddhi, 6, 7. Dashendriyam, Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, 7 plus 10, 17. Evam Saptadasha Kalabhissaha Tishtati Tat Sukshma Shariram. In Tattva Bodha we saw. So Pancha Prana Mano Buddhi Dasha Indriya Samanvitam. Samanvitam means consisting of. And it is made up of what? Apanchīkrita Bhuta Uttam. Apanchīkrita means ungrassified. Previous shloka Panchīkritam grassified சொன்னோம். இங்க ஆ இருக்கு, அன் போட வேண்டியதான். Ungrassified. Ungrassified என்ன அர்த்தம்? Subtle. So therefore, the 5 subtle elements are the upadana karanam. இதெல்லாம் உபாதான காரணத்தை தான் சொல்றது. 5 gross elements are the upadana karanam for sthula shariram. 5 subtle elements are the upadana karanam for sukshma shariram. இதுக்கு நிமித்த காரணம் என்னது? Karma number 1. Karma மட்டும் போராது. Ishvara number 2. Thus Ishvara and Karma are nimitta karanam. Bhutams are, Bhutam na? bhutams are upadana karanam. This is dvitiya upadihi. Now the next one is tritiya upadihi, karana shariram, which we will see in the evening. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.